sometimes you want those perfect circumstances. You want that fog and haze that can just create magic in your pictures, but sometimes you don't have it. So today we're going to talk about what you can use instead, which is the smoke in different ways. And we will show you some of our favorite pictures, and we will also tell you how we use them to enhance our pictures. Let's dive in.
So this was like a regular sunrise, and I was heading out looking for fog because I love to shoot
Obviously.
during fog. Yeah, and there was no fog. It was kind of a boring weather, blue skies, harsh sun. And so I took my smoke bomb instead. Because it was perfect conditions in the forest. We had sunlight and no wind. So I set up the smoke bomb kind of far away from where I was going to shoot, because I didn't want like this thick fog.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be this misty, hazy kind of fog to bring out the sun rays. It was the sun rays I was after this morning. And I was checking when there was kind of no wind, but there was still like a small breeze. And so I had to like check where is the wind blowing, in what direction. And if it was blowing this way, I set the smoke bomb here, and I was shooting over here. So we had the smoke coming in slowly from one direction. And then I had to work really fast. I set up the camera beforehand and prepared where I was going to stand. And in this case, I didn't want to stand in one of the sun rays. So I was standing in a spot where the sun didn't hit the ground. Yeah. And then when everything was set up, I had my dress on and the settings, and I had the camera on time-lapse mode, so it was just taking photos, and I could be in the picture as long as I wanted. I lit the smoke bomb, so it would start to create smoke for me. And then I headed into the picture and standing there doing different poses, and it burns for like maybe 3 minutes, so you don't have that much time. And also one thing that can happen is the wind can change. It didn't this time, but I think in the next photo I will show you it changed direction mid photo, so it was a bit of panic. But in this case, it was blowing in one direction the whole time, and because I had the smoke bomb quite far away, I could create this hazy sun rays. So yeah, I ended up very pleased with the sun rays that I was looking for this morning.
Yeah, it's incredible. And I also feel like if you take the sun rays away, I mean, you would still have a beautiful picture, but it would just be like a girl in the forest.
Yeah.
Which could be absolutely beautiful on its own, but it just feels like the sun rays they almost look unreal. Like a lot of people would probably think that this is just edit or something.
Yeah, no, it was there. And I think with AI, this was way before AI.
Yeah.
This is a few years ago. So I think people will think that it's added in the
it's almost too perfect.
Yeah, it's almost too perfect. And the sun was quite high. Normally when I shoot during sunrise and there is fog, the sun is a bit lower in the horizon, and you don't get the sun rays from above like this.
But I like the above effect.
Yeah, me too. I ended up actually enjoying this one. Normally I think I would have headed home by this time, but this was many years ago, when you I was not aware of the light in the way I am now. Like nowadays, I'm more like, no, it's too harsh. I'm going home. But
Yeah.
in this case, it ended up being a good thing because then I got these sun rays from quite high up and going down. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So this picture you might recognize.
Yes. Maybe
I
because
just
I was
love-
there. Yeah.
Yes, I just love the forests that you have. They are so magical, and we don't have anything like it where I live. So I was really happy that I could come and share it with you, and that you had this beautiful model.
Yeah.
Yes. So in this picture, I think I have the before picture just to show what was added. Yeah, exactly. So in the tree, we put a non-light, a power tube, a small light tube, because again, we always talk about this, but the more pieces to the puzzle that you get right in camera, the easier the job is to actually enhance the emotions and the atmosphere afterwards when you edit. So I feel like light direction is one of those things that are really hard to kind of fake afterwards. So even if I didn't have the smoke here, I would have used the light tube to get the light from the tree on her face and on her hands. And on purpose, the light, like the natural light coming through the forest, is also in the same direction. It makes the picture a bit more harmonious, if you ask me. Like you have the shadows on the trees on the same side as like the shadow would be from the light source, like the extra light source that we added. And this picture was taken because I wanted to try my new smoke machine. So the smoke that was used in the previous picture that Louise showed you, that was with those little, like the smoke bombs that you light, and then they fire up. But this is actually made with a smoke machine. So I love to use I think it's called the PMI Smoke Genie. So it's like a little machine that you can put different nostrils on it. So we were using liquid smoke here. So Louise, she was running back and forth and then just filling up this gap in the tree with smoke. And then the light emphasizes the smoke. So if you have just the light, it's really difficult to see the light in the air. You need something in the air to reflect the light. So that was one of the reasons why the smoke was added. So we added the smoke in the hole in the tree, and the light just kind of demonstrated the smoke. And this is the final edit. Yes,
I love it. I think it's funny because you can see my camera in the corner.
Yep.
I had it on tripod and then I was running back and forth with the smoke machine, just filling up smoke. And I have so many pictures of me running and filling up smoke.
The best behind the scenes pictures.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful photo, and I just love this smoke machine. I wish I had one too, because it's amazing what you can do.
Yeah, it's so much fun to play with. Like the picture that you showed previously, just before now, was that's kind of more natural. That's kind of mimicking nature's hazy, foggy, like the circumstances you can get naturally. This is more playing with creativity, and this is more playing with stories and a bit more supernatural, which is also a lot of fun, but you just get so much more control with the smoke machine. And what I like, you can still get like hazy effects. So the smoke bombs are very intense during a few minutes, and then you get what you get. First you will get a lot, and then it will get less and less and less. But with the smoke machine, you can kind of have an even flow of the fog or the smoke. So it is just two different ways. And I love the fact that you don't get waste. Like in the same way, like these small cartridges afterwards, and they stink.
Yeah, they really do.
But they are definitely more intense as well. Like you can get so much more from them, like on a very short time.
Yeah. So this is one of those smoke bombs again, and this was one of those times where the wind changed direction, and it's also shot not late, but I mean in the maybe 10 or 11 in the morning, which is kind of late in summertime.
Yeah.
Because the sun is so high up in the sky. I think I was going to like do a video about how you take photos with smoke bombs this morning when I was shooting this photo. So this is my sister, and she was going to be the model, and I was everything was going wrong this photo shoot.
Of course.
So I was trying to film how to prepare everything, how to light the smoke bomb, and think about the direction and wind and everything. And as I was lighting the smoke bomb, starting to take photos of my sister, the wind changed direction completely.
Course.
And I was like, everything went wrong. And I think I tipped the smoke bomb over. It's this round thing, and I tipped it over, and it was like chaos. And it's so intense for like 3 minutes, and then it stops. But it was, even if the wind changed direction, it was still kind of no wind that day. So the smoke was still in the air for a very long time, and it ended up creating this amazing sun rays a bit further away. And this is actually my sister running or walking over to a new location, and I was like, you have to run, and I headed after with all my camera gear, and I just saw this beautiful sun rays and took a few photos. And I ended up loving the photos when she was running to the location rather where she was like in the location I wanted to shoot. But it's a bit of work to shoot with smoke bombs. It's not easy, and you need to have like the right, what you call it, circumstances. You need basically no wind, because if it's a bit windy, the smoke will just blow away instantly. And I've tried, and it's like a waste of smoke.
And it also gets quite expensive. Because you light one, and then it's like you have a few seconds, and then it's out. Or maybe it's moved.
And you also need, if you want sun rays, in this case that was like the goal, to get sun rays, you need the sun. You can't shoot on a cloudy day, because then you will just get like this fog or smoke and no sun rays. You need some light source at least to get sun rays, and in this case the trees, that the sun can come through, so you get the rays. Otherwise it would just be like this white
blob.
So a forest, tree, something to create those sun rays. And some patience as well, because it's a bit hard, and you need to think and to light the smoke bomb a bit away from where you are shooting, so you don't get this intense smoke. Then it will look like you set something on fire, and it will not look very natural.
It will look like a bonfire kind of smoke.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, this is I was also using the same smoke machine. So just above where the settings are written in this picture. In the left side of the picture, that's where the smoke machine is standing. And I just wanted the smoke to kind of, you know, just be on the water, kind of just travel slowly across the water. But it was no wind or whatsoever this day, so it didn't stay on the water. It also it intensified. Like the longer the smoke machine was off, I could control it. Like I had the remote with me, so I controlled the strength of the fan. So like at first it didn't travel all across the water. Like this is a puddle. This is not like a lake. This is a puddle. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. But at first it didn't travel across the whole little puddle. It was just like halfway through and then stopped, which looked a bit funny. So then I upped the fan so it would, you know, blow it a bit further. And then it also, when it came to the end, it kind of went up in the air because it's, you know, because of the edge. So then it also traveled to me and behind me. So it was really convenient, actually. So I was just taking these pictures on like the time-lapse interval function. And I was just controlling the fan from where I was standing. And I didn't have to think about, well, there was no wind. I was going to say I didn't have to think about the wind, but if there would have been wind, I would have had to think about like where I placed it. Now I could just place it where I wanted it and then use the fan option, which is very convenient when you are the only person on set. You're the model, you're the photographer, you're the smoke kind of
smoke master
as well. Yeah, smoke master as well. So yeah, you can't see my right hand, but it's holding the remote. Yeah.
Yeah, I really need to get one of those smoke machines. It's it's way easier in a way if you want to control the smoke more.
Yeah, it works quite well, actually. I was surprised. I didn't think, I mean, obviously it doesn't go up to the same level as like a smoke bomb, because the smoke bomb is so intense for like a minute or two. But if you just want to add a little bit more atmosphere, I think it's really good. And you can, we also tried it when I was visiting you, that we actually hazed the whole forest.
Yeah.
Do you remember? But then the wind picked up and we had to run. We're like, no, the haze is moving. We have to move.
I think the wind is the worst enemy when you're taking photos with smoke. So how to summarize the smoke?
Well, smoke is one of your favorites. Go ahead.
Well, I think, like I said before, you have to have in mind that you have to have no wind or almost no wind. That's like the most important thing, because otherwise it would be a waste of time to try to take photos with smoke when it's windy, because it would just blow away instantly. So no wind, and also if you're taking photos with a smoke bomb, you have to place it far away from where you are shooting. You can't place it right outside the frame, because then it won't look like fog or mist. It would just look like the forest is on fire behind you or beside you.
It looks very unnatural.
Yeah. And if you want sun rays, you have to have a light source. So in my case, I use the sun as the light source, and I use the forest to like filter the sun rays through the trees. And if you want more atmosphere, I think a smoke machine is a great way. You can control where you want the smoke in a different way, and it won't get as intense as the smoke bomb. We don't have photo of it here, but we also use this the smoke machine to create smoke inside a book. So my sister
Yeah.
was holding a book, and then we had the smoke machine like doing this inside the
Yeah.
book and running away, so it looked like it was smoke coming from the book. And I think we also had like a light tube in the book
Yeah.
to make
Emphasize the smoke. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And it was magical to be able to get the smoke exactly where we want it, because that you can't do that with a smoke bomb in the same way.
No, and it would be. I feel like the smoke bomb also smells a lot. Like I'm sure that wouldn't be healthy for the model.
No. No, it doesn't smell very good. So, but I have read that it's not that dangerous. But
Okay.
I'm sure it can't be. It can't be good for you. But it's not unhealthy if you're like in my pictures. If the smoke bomb is quite far away and it's this haze. But I don't think it's healthy if you're standing next to it and get all the smoke right in your face.
You might
And
cough and cry.
Yeah, exactly. And your clothes will also smell a bit. It doesn't smell like smoke, but it smells like, I don't know, chemicals.
Burnt plastic.
Yeah.
Chemicals. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's really fun to play around with smoke.
Yeah.
So I hope we have inspired you to try it out if you're curious about how to take photos with smoke.
And don't worry if you don't get it right on the first attempt, if you're trying it for the first time, because it's actually really tricky. It's a lot of trial and error, and it doesn't even mean that you try a few times and then you get the hang of it and then you nail it every single time. It's like there are still so many fails. It's like people might think that, oh, it's so much easier to fake the fog, but it's actually not easy. I mean, it's maybe a bit more satisfying to go out and shoot in actual fog because of the challenge to actually do that. But to be honest, shooting with fog, whether you smoke, whether you're using a smoke bomb or a smoke machine, it's actually still really challenging. So it's like just adding another play and creativity and a way of creating. That's a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed to see the before and after, this exact transformation is recorded and part of our editing course. So if you want to check that out, just click the link in the description.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you again soon.
See you next time. Bye.